Leo, January is your month to drive with power and determination. Hey there, beautiful Leo souls. I hope you've had a wonderful holiday season and that you're ready to step into a brand new year. We're moving into a universal 1 year. Bold, fresh energy, the kind that opens doors and aligns you with meaningful new beginnings. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. If you're returning, thank you for being here again. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you never miss your spiritual guidance. I titled your reading this month Very Exciting because it really is, Leo. No matter how intense the shifts become, you're going to push through and come out stronger, clearer, and more empowered. This is your victory arc, but with just a few tests. Ready to see what's coming your way? Let's dive in. Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your January monthly tarot reading. And thank you for joining me today. As always, please remember these messages are meant to guide you and to empower you and to help you to get on your path, your right path, right? Your highest vibrational good. And so I would just tell you to take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. Now, if you're interested in what's ahead of you for 2026, all of 2026, I did some readings that are kind of look ahead to all of the months of 2026. If you haven't had a chance to see those, you can check them out. And I will also link them to this video so that it should pop up for you right at the end of this video, and then you could click on that and see that one. Now, I've already asked for blessings from the angels, spirits, guides, and the universe. So let's jump into your reading and let's see what they want to tell you. Alrighty. All right, Leo. Now, before anybody goes anywhere and freaks out because, you know, you have the devil here, you have the Tower card, I just want to tell you, don't freak out, please, because you also have the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot here. And I do want to tell you that the energy of this month, this is the theme card, right? It's not this, it's not this. This is your theme card right here. This says this is the overarching energy of the whole month, which is the Chariot. And this is telling us that this is your month for movement. This is your month for determination and being determined and, you know, pushing forward with all of that determination and driving, right? And it's really, really powerful progress. So this progress that you're going to make in this month, because you have these interesting cards here, Wheel, Devil, Tower, because you have all of this, right, you actually will push forward in a very exciting way. I say this is exciting, right? This month is exciting, my friends. And I feel like it's going to kind of change everything for you, in particular, you know, because of these major arcana, right? Now, I feel like some of you might feel like your month is a little bit chaotic with this Chariot card. Not that it's bad chaos, just a feeling of being very busy as the year begins, all right? So you're experiencing a lot of coming and going and, especially if this is work or career related, I'm feeling for some people. And if you don't work, then it's in your home environment with special projects or things you're working on. Somebody's like renovating, somebody's, you know, doing all kinds of cleaning cupboards and things like that. All right. So I feel like because of that, you might want to, if you can, if you do feel like a little bit chaotic and there's a lot going on for you, I would just suggest to you to try and squeeze in a little bit of a day off, whatever that means for you, your me time, what have you, and just take a bit of time off, because I do feel it is a little bit, I'm saying chaotic, but I don't mean it in a bad sense. I'm meaning like, I'm searching for the right word, but it's just very, very busy, okay? And I just feel like you're progressing and you're pushing forward and you're breaking through obstacles, and nothing's going to stop you once this energy starts getting inside of you, okay? And so once things start rolling, it's like there's no stopping the rolling, okay? Now, and that's because, I mean, well, look at the cards that you have here. The Wheel, the Devil, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Tower card here, okay? So at least 3 major arcana, which means some major messages: Wheel, Devil, and the Tower. Okay, so it's a lot going on, and it is very exciting energy, because you're rolling with this, you know, lots of going on here. But do take a break if you can, because obviously you're going to need it. But I do feel like something here is going to change in a massive way for you. All right, let's start with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Because here you are in this Wheel of Fortune energy, which says major shift, right? That's what the Wheel of Fortune says. The Wheel of Fortune says major shift going on here, and fate is sort of stepping in, and something turns in your favor, right? That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, sometimes it's just a cycle of time, sometimes it represents your destiny, represents luck, but it's saying that whatever is shifting, the universe is working with you here. All right, so it's really important that you you recognize that the cycle, whatever cycle you were in before, is finally breaking. Okay, and if you felt stuck, if you felt bad, okay, before, it starts to move again. All right, so this is the universe clearing away anything from you or for you, okay, helping you to move out of the old energy of 2025, because this is all new energy, right? 2026 is a 1 year. 1 represents new beginnings, new starts, right? A new energy. And it's totally, totally something new here with this Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Now, there have been a couple of signs that had the Wheel of Fortune already in their readings. So it's a lot of a new energy here being represented with that. All right. For some of you, I feel like there's a new job opportunity. Okay. And if that's something you want, okay, if you do want a new position or a new role and you see something, then I would say to you, this is a really good time for you to toss your hat in the ring. All right. Now, that's not for everybody. So for others of you, I feel like the wheel is an ideal time to negotiate something. Okay. So maybe you're trying to negotiate an increase, or you're trying to get a contract signed with a client or something of that nature. All right. So I just feel that whether if you're in that state, you're working out the details of it, okay, for a project or something that you're working on, or the new job, you're working on a contract there, okay, and I feel like if you need to be persuasive and you need to sell your point or get your point across, or you feel you want to negotiate and get more, I feel like you're going to be very persuasive with this Wheel of Fortune energy during that week, all right? So let's get you some clarifiers out and see where this is going. Let's see where this Wheel of Fortune is. What is this Wheel of Fortune? That you're driving toward an incredible great period for yourself with this Chariot card. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. You have the Justice card. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, so you know how I was saying a contract or negotiating something? That's what justice is, right? Justice often represents the law, contracts. It represents, you know, documentation, signing of things, right? So I do feel that, you know, the universe is helping you here. It's helping you to get through to a decision or something, to a resolution of some kind of contract, some kind of something that's going to be very, very good for you. And it's going to help you to move forward. All right. So if you were, you know, sometimes people have legal cases going on. If that's your case, like a settlement, looking for, you know, a settlement that you need to negotiate the settlement. For some of you, you know, you have something going on that will bring you some financial whatever resolution in that Justice card, then yeah, I'm feeling like that's really good because it's coming under the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. Let's continue to clarify. King of Wands. Yeah, seeing the big picture. That's what I love about the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the big thinker, right? He's also a doer, right? Because it's wands, the suit of wands. But this guy really sees the 30,000 foot view. So he can put in a master plan. It's the energy of being able to say, let me get out of the weeds a little bit. Let me rise up and let me see how, the scope of this thing. Let me see how far this thing, you know, goes out. What is it that I'm trying to do here? What's the big picture? And so this guy, this King of Wands, sees that. This is what you're doing in this month. You are now able to see how far, where you want to take this, whatever this might be for you, okay? Take this in any area of your life. It really does apply to any area of life. Now, let's get one more clarifier for the wheel. Seven of Wands, baby. Feeling confident. Feeling like you are in your power. Feeling like nothing is going to go wrong here. Nothing can really go wrong here because, you know, you are powerful, as in the Seven of Wands, right? That's when we show what we're made of. That's when we show our stuff and we say, hey, I'm here. Yeah, I'm the one. Okay, so that's really what you're looking at. Let's get into this Devil card. I know a lot of people freak out when they see the Devil, okay? But I don't feel in this instance that the Devil is holding you back. Usually the Devil does hold us back, right? The Devil is a sign of something that that we're bound to, right? Something that we can't get out of. But I do feel like in this instance, it's that you're finally confronting something, right? A pattern that you've been in, or a habit that you've had, or you know, could be a person that, you know, you're with, or a situation that's really felt you or made you to feel like you're stuck. Okay, but I feel because of that Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, the Chariot, I feel like you finally recognize, hey, this is no good for me. I need to make this change, right? I am going to make this shift. That's why I say it's so exciting. It's because you come to the realization. A lot of times that's sitting in the back of our heads, right? Saying, oh, yeah, I know I should do something. But we don't get it in the forefront of our minds, and then we say, okay, now I actually have to take action, and I will take action to make it happen. And that's what you're doing with this Devil, all right? It's just the fact that you actually say to yourself, you know, the Devil isn't here to trap you in this instance, okay? It's here to reveal what needs to be released, all right? And with that Chariot, Devil, with that Chariot, okay, you're kind of overseeing everything, right? You're in a position to oversee everything. And because you can do that with that King of Wands, right? Seeing the 30,000 foot view. I feel like it's the moment you decide, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm ready to move on, and that's it. Okay? So for some of you, right, this has to do with work, and others for you that, you know, it's just, you know, maybe something is just piling up on your plate and you're not going to leave. But for some of you, you might actually leave and go on to something better, right? That's why you have this contract here. You're negotiating something, that is for sure. And the wheel is with you, and you're saying, that's enough. I'm going forward. I realize that's enough. Time to break free of the old. Let me drive forward. The wheel is spinning in your favor, and there's the negotiation, right? So time to drive forward there. Okay. Now for others of you, it's just your plate is filling up, and you don't have any intention to leave, but you realize, hey, I can't just keep going on like this, right? Okay. And so if you're the one whose plate is continually full and others aren't pulling their weight, then that's not good either. That's the time for you to say enough of that too, all right? Okay, so let's get some clarifiers on this devil and dig into that a little bit. Let's find out what this devil is. What devil is riding you here? What's the thing that needs to be released? Yeah, the way you work with others. There's that 3 of Pentacles, right? This is the card of saying, let's share the load a little bit. Let's work as a team. Maybe you're the one who's doing all the work. Maybe you're the one that doesn't get the recognition, even though you're doing all the work in this team of people here. Okay? Maybe you're training everybody and nobody says thank you. Okay? So there's definitely something going on here with this. Okay? You're sharing your skills and you're obviously not getting any recognition for it. So maybe you are thinking of leaving. Maybe you're just thinking it's like, you know, enough is enough. Give me the recognition that I deserve. There's the Emperor card. So I think some of you are thinking about moving to a higher level, moving to a new position, moving to a new job, maybe starting your own business. Maybe saying, screw this, I'm going to work for myself. Maybe saying, hey, you know what? Time that I do my own little thing. Could also be from a side business perspective and saying, if I start that side business now, one day it'll be valuable enough that I can walk away from my main job. All right? That's going to be the case for some of you. But it's certainly going to bring you a whole heck lot of happiness, because that's the 10 of Pentacles. And this is what you want to build for your future. Enough is enough. Let me build my future. That's what you're saying there. All right? Now, Page of Wands is a great card, because what I like about the Page of Wands is the excitement in your life is returning. Okay? So, you know, the card brings inspiration. This is an energy of new ideas. It's an energy of passion and a burst of creative energy sometimes. So, you know, pages are also about communication. So you might be getting some news. Okay, maybe you'll get news about this negotiation, news about this deal, news about this maybe new job or whatever it is that you want to change to, new project, new what have you, right? I feel like you might get some news in that week, and could be about an opportunity or simply just sort of a renewed sense of being motivated, right? You're feeling motivated again and feeling a lot better because you've done this negotiation and you've said enough is enough, and you've recognized that you're not the dumping ground, okay? So I'd say that this is sort of like you make that shift with that devil and you decide, I'm going to drive forward. So now you're feeling a lot better and you're ready to explore that new direction for you. Now, for some people, this could be, I want to say, an opportunity to explore the world, because, you know, pages do, especially Page of Wands, is a lot about oftentimes, you know, going somewhere that you've never been before, literally and figuratively, okay? So you quite literally could want to go on a trip, all right? And you might want to explore the world and, you know, do some long distance travel that you've been dreaming about for a long time now. And maybe you can do that because you said enough is enough, I need an increase, or enough is enough, give me my bonus, or enough is enough, put me in that leadership position, and now I'm making more money, and before I start that new position, I'm going to take a vacation. Okay, and I'm going to go off and do this world tour thing that I've wanted to do for a long time. Okay, so I would say if that's your situation, keep your passport handy, okay, because you are going to need it. Let's clarify this Page of Wands, shall we? Let's clarify the Page of Wands, please. Oh my goodness, you have the Page of Wands again. Can't make that stuff up. Okay, when a card comes out that clarifies the exact same card, for me that's saying, listen to this message. It's very important. All right, listen to this message. You are inspired. Time to go where no man has gone before is the expression, right? In other words, look to something different. Look to something that's more exciting. Look to something that's going to revive you. All right? Okay, let's clarify further. You have the Wheel of Fortune again, my friends. Yeah, timing is right, right? That's what that says. Timing is right, and it's really the universe is saying now is the time to do this. Oh, and you have the Sun card. You couldn't ask for a more beautiful card there. Positivity, warmth, right? Feeling that this is the right thing for you to do, right? You feel good inside when you recognize that this is the right thing for you to do. Okay, we get into this last week here with the Tower. And again, this is the powerful release, right? That's what the Tower is all about. It's about truth being revealed. It's about a sudden change or a breakthrough of something, a breaking apart of something old that probably wasn't stable anyway, okay? So what you had before, it wasn't stable, and now you're ready to rebuild, okay? Pairing it with the Chariot, this is your liberation, right? Time to drive forward something brand spanking new, building it from the ground up, the way you want it to be, the way you can maximize it, right? For you to be able to take this situation, this whatever's going on in your life, and make the most of it, and take seeing the most potential and being able to take the most of it, right? So it really is a liberation, and you're removing the final barriers that really stood between you and the true path that you should have taken, if you haven't taken it yet, my friends, okay? So by the end of January, I feel like you feel that you've broken free, okay? And I do feel like for some of you, you are definitely leveling up and you're moving forward. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. There's a lot of movement forward here, cards on the table. Let's clarify that Tower. Whoa, what was that? Hold on, let me get that card. Wow, that flew across the room. That's the Eight of Wands. Yeah. Did I not say it's going to happen quickly? If I didn't say it, I'm saying it now. Eight of Wands. Targeted, focused energy that happens with speed. All right? All these wands, they all fly in one direction toward a target. What you've targeted, what you're focusing, what that rebuilding is going to be, what it is that you want. You're driving forward. Another card of driving forward like the Chariot. Okay. Another clarifier, please, here. Oh my God, you got the Tower again. All right. Again, really, really important for you to recognize this message. If you've wanted to break free, now's the time for you to break free. Don't miss this opportunity, please, Leo. Do not miss this opportunity. All right? Let's get a final clarifier for you. Queen of Pentacles. Gorgeous energy there. Hard work sets you free. Hard work helps you build the environment that you have always desired. Okay? And the situation you've always desired. All right, Leo, I'm going to get you an oracle message now. Let's get you an oracle card. Can I have a message, please, for Leo? I think this is very exciting. I think this is a very exciting month. I hope you think it's an exciting month, too, because I'm feeling it inside. This is what happens. I read the energy, and the energy just fills me up. Just fills me up. Can I have a card, please, for Leo? Wait, hold on, something flipped. Oh, you have number 7, to the sea. To the sea. Give me a second, I'll get the book and I will read it. To the sea. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life? When events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless, this card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Absolutely. Absolutely here, Leo, I say that it's effortless for you because it's gonna break. And it's gonna break because you're the one that says enough is enough. Time to change. Time to change that energy, right? All right, beautiful souls, that's it for today. I hope to see you again here very soon. And until then, please know that I am wishing you, as always, divine light and love.